Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome to the train room. This is the Trainman122, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on and the update on some of the trains. I'll be heading to the train show. I'll post something about that in one of the slides, and hopefully I'll be picking up some more cool stuff. And not much has really changed on this layout or the other layout. Actually, the other layout a little bit more, but I think I covered that in my other video. But one of the main things is that what's been going on is I've been getting a lot of train cars in, a lot of train engines, and it's just like I don't have to go to the hobby shop anymore. They just kind of started showing up at the door. Kind of funny. They just show up. Anyways, this is just a video about a little bit of tips on model railroading and having fun, which I need to fix that because the cat got up. But if you're getting into model railroading or getting started, you want to start out with a 4x8 foot table, which it ends right here. This is 4x8 foot, 4 feet from that side to this side, and 8 foot this way. This table, on the other hand, is 16 feet, I think. It's two 8-foot tables. They're both the same width, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. But if you're getting into the hobby, you're going to need a couple of tools. You're going to need a lot of parts, because a lot of things do break. A lot of things do go wrong. Also, make sure that when you buy a power pack used, like this one, that it's a good power pack. I had gotten power packs from around the early 30s, 40s, maybe 50s. And I plugged one into the outlets that I'm using. Yeah, don't do that. It popped the circuit and all sorts of stuff happened. The smoke started coming out of that. That's another story. Yeah, don't plug in old things, and make sure that if it is old, that it is working correctly. Because on the other layout, that's using a really old controller from maybe the 60s or 50s. Just be very careful when doing stuff like that. And if you're running DCC, do not put any of your DC trains on there unless it says it's okay, because some of the machines or the things that they use will fry the circuit board or screw up the motors on DC engines. I'm not sure on what machines or if it's fully true or not. I would just be very careful not destroying your equipment, which that happened to me when I accidentally bought a DCC engine and put it on DC. You just have to be careful with what you do, how you do it, and just be careful all around with your equipment, and make sure you take care of it, clean it, maintain it. The other thing is, if you're going to run model trains, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you read a couple of books or some things on picking your engine. Make sure that the engine is not junk and doesn't catch on fire, which happened to me because I buy too much old things. Yeah, one of the brass engines I got free. I put it on the track, and yeah, it kind of caught on fire. Didn't melt anything, which is good. It was salvageable. But I pulled the motors out and threw them away. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I did for both of them because they were both bad motors. End scale, I had a train engine do that. I have bad luck with this stuff. But if you know what you're doing, one of the best and easiest to maintain train engines if you're running DC I don't know anything about DCC, so if you know anything about DCC, leave it in the comments. But DC Atherin is the easiest because there's no wires. Bachmann's harder because there's wires and all sorts of stuff in them, unless you know how to do that kind of stuff. The engine that's running right now is a Norfolk Southern High Hood. Just says Southern on it, but it is a Norfolk Southern High Hood. But the Atherin train engines are the easiest to maintain because of what's inside them. There's no circuit board, no wiring, nothing. It's just a metal pole that runs across the top of the engine, the top of it across the electric motor, and it goes to each truck. And each truck is where the wheels are. There's 4 wheels on each truck, and they have special conductors on them which pulls the electricity from the power pack from the track up into the motor. And they're very easy to oil. You don't need a lot of oil, just a little bit, and just a little bit of white grease. And you can't use any kind of regular greases or anything like that, because some of that stuff you buy at the hardware store can eat the plastic and can eat the gears. I don't think you want to have a destroyed train engine you just bought after maybe a year or even a couple of months. I don't know how long it takes to eat the plastic, but it's not a good thing. The other thing is check your wiring. Make sure you don't have any shorts. Make sure that you have a schematic. Take notes. Lots of notes. And if you so choose to, which I've done, I've written down each piece of equipment, what it is, where it came from, the cost. I have a book on what everything is and all my rolling stock. Make sure none of it goes missing. I have a book. In that book is all of the houses I have, the tractors, the other equipment, the models, all the stuff that I bought and sold or decided to give away. But there's so much fun to be had model roading once you know the basics and how to do it. One of the main thing is don't take criticism from anyone. This layout that I have is just made up out of the top of my head. A lot of guys are like, oh, you have to make it real, you have to make it from some track plan in some magazine or some BS like that. I don't know. Just have fun. Freelance is what it's called. Freelance railroading, which is what I've done. It's just go with the flow and do your own thing that's in your mind. Don't listen to anyone else. This is all for you. The other table I got, I got the whole table for free. From a friend of a friend's dad who was getting out of the hobby, and he gave me a whole bunch of stuff, all of his trains and stuff, and I need to fix some of the engines. But other than that, there's not much to model roading other than just having fun and figuring your way out through things. So if you do decide to take my words or someone else's and build a layout, it's not that hard. What you want to do is start small. Don't bite off more than you can chew, and don't overdo things. And make sure the equipment that you buy was tested. Alright, this is the Trainman122 signing off from the train room. Enjoy, have fun, have a good night. Talk to you guys later. Have fun model roading, building, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!